Good day, everyone. We are the presenter of the topic trip generation. My groupmate be Mr. Juris Jade Esipe, and I am the first reporter. So our content or introduction, origin and destinations, classification of trips, factors influencing trip production, and factors influencing trip attraction. So in introduction, trip generation model is used to estimate the number of person trips that will begin or end in a given traffic analysis zone. So, trip generation is the first step in the conventional four-step transportation forecasting process. So, it predicts the number of trips originating in or distinct for a particular traffic analysis zone. So, trip generation, what is predicted? Trip generation models predict so-called trip ends for each zone. So those trip ends are origin and destinations or productions and attractions. So every trip has two ends and we need to know where both of them are. The first part is determining how many trips originate in a zone, which is itong origin. And the second part is how many trips are distinct for a zone, so which is the destinations. Because land use can be divided into two broad category. So, meron tayong residential and non-residential. So, itong origin destinations or productions and attractions are two sets of terms, but there is a technical differences. So, origin and destinations. So, sa origins and destinations, as you can see on the figure or picture, we have here the residential and non-residential, and also in the zone 8, also we have non-residential and residential. So for example, a worker leaves zone 1 in the morning to go to zone 8. So this results this results in two trip ends. So one sa origin from zone 8 and one destination sa zone 8. So when the same worker leaves zone 8 in the evening to go home to zone 1, so one destination for zone 1 and one origin for zone 8. So therefore, the total number of trip ends in origin and destination will be sa zone 1, meron tayong dalawang trip ends, which is my one origin and one destination. Sa zone 8 naman, meron din tayong dalawa, which is a one origin and one destinations. So let's go with the production and attraction. So as you can see, same lang na ang figure and same lang ng example. So ang pinagkaiba nila, ang land use. Yung sa origin and destination kasi, direction of trip. And sa ano naman, sa origin sa productions and attractions is land use. So therefore, the total number of trip ends dito sa production attractions. So sa zone 1, meron tayong 2 trip ends, 2 productions. Sa zone 8 naman, meron tayong 2 trip ends also and have 2 attractions. So based on the convention of trip generation models, so sinabi ko nga kanina, yung origin and destinations are defined in terms of the direction of trip, and sa production attractions naman ay defined sa land use. So sa productions and attractions, meron tayong residential land use and non-residential land use. So itong sa residential land use, meron tayo produces trip ends, and sa non-residential naman attracts trip ends. Next is the classification of trips. So it has been found that better trip generation models can be obtained if the trips by different purpose are identified and modeled separately. The trips can be classified as given below. So, meron tayong apat. So, number 1 is home-based trip. So, one of the trip end is our home. So, ang example na to, a trip from home to office. So, understandable naman siya. And, for example na to, a trip from home pa punta sa other places. So, yan yun. So, following are the list of home-based trips that is trip purpose which are classified into 5 categories. Meron tayong 5 categories ng home-based trips which are the work trips, school trips, shopping trips, social recreational trips, and other trips. So, itong dalawang first 2 trips are mandatory trips and also common or daily natin na routine in our life. Then yung tatlo naman are discretional trips or sa madaling salita, bihira or minsan lang natin ito siya ginagawa. So next is non-home-based trips. So example na to, a trip from office to shopping mall. So a trip from one place to another place. So ito naman, galing ka sa isang lugar, papunta sa ibang lugar. So, hindi siya papunta sa ibang lugar. Yung kanina, galing sa bahay mo, papunta sa ibang lugar. Ito naman, galing sa ibang lugar, papunta naman sa ibang lugar. Okay, so, for example na to, from church to school. So, yan yung example. Next reporter, please.
So hello guys, I'm the next reporter and I will continue the classification of trips. Example number 3, time-based trips. The proportion of journey is different by different purposes, usually varies with time of the day. Thus, the classification is often given as a peak and off-peak period trip. Sa example number 3 na naranasan natin ito sa highways and railways ng pagbibilang ng mga cars, bus, as two-wheelers, or etc. every time to time. So sa example nito, sa time 7 to 7:30, sa cars merong nagdumadaan nga 34. Then sa 7:30 to 8, merong nadagdag na 5, so nagiging 49. Sa 8 to 9:30, merong nadagdag na 6, so nagiging 45. Sa bus naman, sa 7 to 7:30, merong 8. Then sa 7:30 to 8, may nadagdag ng 1, so nagiging 9. Then sa 8 to 9:30, nadagdag ng 3, so naging 12. Sa two-wheelers naman, sa 7 to 7:30, merong 40. Then sa 7:30 to 8, nadagdag ng 5, so naging 45. 8 to 9:30, merong nadagdag na 10, so nagiging 55. Sa direction naman, sa 7 to 7:30, merong 24. Sa 7:30 to 8, nadagdag ng 6, so nagiging 30. So sa 8 to 9:30, nadagdag ng 5, so naging 35. Next. Example number 4, persona type-based trip. The travel behavior of random individuals is mainly dependent on its social economics attributes. Following are categories which are usually employed. So, sa personal type-based, meron tayong income level, car ownership, and household size. Sa income level naman, merong classification. May poor, middle class, and rich. Sa income level kung ilan ba ang income na magagawa. Kung poor siya, ibig sabihin, maliit. And middle class is just average. Ang sa rich or maraming kang income. And then sa car ownership, kung ilan ba ang car na own sa isang bahay, isang household, or ilan ang car na own ninyo. So, ilan ba ito? Or wala ba? Isa, dalawa, or tatlo? And then, sa household size, or ilan ba ang size ng isang household ninyo? Or isa lang kayo, dalawa, tatlo, or apat, or etc. Next. So, factor influencing trade production. Sa factor influence trip production, ito malalaman na every trip sa isang home base or trip ends na sa home base lang, dito na malaman kung ilan ba ito. For example, sa A, number of workers in a household. Sa B is number of student. C is house size and position. D, the house size, household income. And E sa some proxy of income such as number of cars, and etc. Next, sa factor tip influencing trip, meron tayong tatlo. A is floor area and number of employment opportunities in retail, trade, service, office, manufacturing, and policies areas. Sa B, ang B naman is school and college enrollment. Sa C naman is other activities, centers like transport, terminals, sports stadium, major recreational, cultural, and religious places. Next. So, sa factor influence trip reduction, merong table. Tapos sa table, merong zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, sa table, may nakita tayo ng mga numbers na kung ilan ba ang sa trip produce, home-based trip, non-home-based trip, and car ownership. So, dito natin malaman kung or dito natin ma-predict ang mga numbers ng mga every zone. So, sa table is similar trip attraction table is obtained with respect to its influence variables.
So our team, so ipakilala ko lang, I am Cheryl May E. Cornado, the first reporter, and my groupmate with Mr. Juris Jade S. Hipe. So yun yung second reporter. So thank you for watching.